Swoopes destroyed. ESPN once again destroys Sheryl Swoopes after she said this about Caitlin Clark. Sheryl Swoopes is back in the news regarding Caitlin Clark, and it's creating quite the buzz. This past weekend, Clark and the Indiana Fever made headlines by acquiring Sophie Cunningham and welcoming back Natasha Howard. It's shaping up to be an exciting season for Clark and her team. However, the relationship between Clark and Swoopes has been complicated, to say the least. Swoopes has often been critical of Clark throughout her professional career, earning her the nickname the serial hater. But here's the twist. Swoopes has recently said something positive about Clark, which has surprised many fans. As we dive into this story, it's clear that the narrative surrounding Clark is shifting as we approach the 2025 season. With proven winners like head coach Stephanie White and three-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard joining the Fever, the storyline for Clark and the team is evolving. Caitlin Clark has faced her share of criticism, but it appears that the attempts to divide and conquer her and her teammates have not worked. Kelsey Mitchell remains a key player for the Fever, and despite some drama, most of the team is intact. The focus is now on building a strong foundation around Clark, and Swoopes' recent comments seem to reflect this shift. In a recent episode of Gil's Arena, Swoopes acknowledged Clark's talent and leadership. She highlighted Clark's decision to decline an opportunity to participate in the WNBA three-point shooting contest alongside NBA stars like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Swoopes framed this choice as a powerful statement about prioritizing women's sports and carving out her own space. This is significant because it shows that Clark is not just a player. She's a leader who is aware of the dynamics of women's sports. Swoopes went on to praise Clark, stating that she is doing the noble thing by putting women's basketball first. Swoopes believes that allowing Clark to bring her audience to her own platform is a smart move. It's a refreshing take, especially when many athletes often feel the pressure to align with male stars. Clark's decision to focus on her own platform reinforces her independence and determination. The response from fans has been overwhelmingly positive. Many feel that Clark has earned the right to choose how she wants to represent herself and her sport. One fan remarked, "Caitlin Clark will do it on her own terms, in her own house, in her own league." This sentiment resonates with those who see Clark as a trailblazer, someone who is redefining what it means to be a star in women's basketball. While Swoopes has had her share of skeptics, her recent acknowledgement of Clark's accomplishments has led many to wonder if this marks a turning point in her attitude. Some fans are still wary, suggesting that Swoopes might have ulterior motives or that she's trying to stay relevant in the conversation. One comment humorously noted, "What kind of deal did Sheryl Swoopes make with the devil to be this good?" This showcases the mixed feelings fans have towards Swoopes, who has long been a polarizing figure in women's basketball. As the Fever gears up for the upcoming season, the excitement is palpable. With Clark leading the charge and new talent joining the roster, the team is poised for a strong showing. The focus will be on how they can capitalize on this momentum and challenge the narrative that has often undermined women's sports. In the context of this evolving story, it's clear that Sheryl Swoopes' comments about Caitlin Clark have ignited a broader conversation about female empowerment in sports. Clark's ability to command attention and draw crowds is a testament to her talent and influence. It sets the stage for a new era in women's basketball, where athletes are not just participants but leaders who shape the future of the game. As we look ahead, the question remains, how will Caitlin Clark navigate this newfound attention and responsibility? Will she continue to rise above the criticism, or will the pressures of being a high-profile athlete weigh her down? One thing is certain, the upcoming season promises to be thrilling, and all eyes will be on Clark and the Fever.